Welcome back. PERK'S Recap Podcast, Yankees edition, coming off of 2 games against Tampa Bay and leading into a 4-game series with the Red Sox. Absolutely huge series against the Red Sox. The Yankees, they can afford a split. I would love to get 3 out of 4. I don't think a sweep is realistic, but you can't lose one. You can't lose 3 out of 4 or get swept. That would just be an absolute disaster. As it is, you're already 1-5 against them this year. This would, if you can get the sweep, which probably you can't do, like I said, but if you can, that would tie the season series up with them, and any tiebreakers you get might come into play later, so that would help. So that's the Boston series. But let's really quick go over what happened in Tampa Bay. It was two wins for the Yankees. They won both games. So now in their last 10, the Yankees are 8-2. So that's, they'll take that every time. The first game was a 13-3 victory. They hit 9 home runs. 9. Unbelievable. Just completely unbelievable. All right, we'll start out. Judge hit 1. He's got 40 now. Bellinger hit 2. Stanton hit 2. Bellinger is up to 24. Stanton is up to 14. Caballero hit 2. He's up to 4. Jazz hit 1. He's up to 22. And Rice hit 1. He's up to 19. Absolutely insane. They were still only 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position and 7 left on base. But regardless, 9 home runs, craziness. They got 16 hits and add in 5 walks. They had 21 base runners in this game. Rodon was solid as a rock. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 5K. 2 walks. He got the win. He is 13-7. Leiter Jr. came on for an inning. Didn't give up anything. His ERA is a 4.08. And De Los Angeles came on for an inning and gave up another run. Hopefully he's not, spiraling down because he's been so good all year. His ERA is still only at 2.56, so hopefully he gets straightened out. And then you got Tim Hill for an inning, 1 hit, 1K, and a 2.93 ERA. A 13-3, just drubbing. The 4th inning, they scored 4 runs. And, they just kept going on. The hitting stars, Judge 2 for 5, 3 runs and a walk, an RBI. Bellinger 4 for 5, 3 RBIs, 3 runs. He's not batting .272. Stanton 2 for 3, 4 RBIs, a walk, 2 runs. He's up to .306 now. Dominguez came in for him later in the game. He went to left, and then Rosario went to right. Rosario came in as well. Rice just got the 1 hit, but it was the homer, and Jazz was 2 for 5. And Caballero was also 2 for 4. So all around, no complaints. Although I will say, you drub these bad teams, and your bullies, and I've said that before, or described them as bullies before. So, but that's what you gotta do, though. Like, you can't fault the Yankees for that. They're on the schedule, and if they're bad, you should win the games. And if you're drubbing them, you're drubbing them. That's on them. So I have no problem with that. The thing is, the underlying issues are still there. They had 1 error in this game, and they gave it to Caballero on a pop-up. But he had another pop-up that he dropped. So he had trouble with the pop-ups twice. He dropped one that was in play. That was the error. And he dropped one in foul territory. He didn't really drop it. He just misplayed it. And then Jazz, on a double play attempt, got the out at second and thrown to first and threw it wide. But again, you can't assume the double play, so no error there. But, still not great feeling at all. So the fielding issues are still there. The defensive problems are still there. Caballero was playing for McMahon. I guess they just gave McMahon a day off. I'll check to see if there's an injury on him. I don't think so. But, you're also not going to complain about 13-3 victory. You'll take that every time. But like I said, the underlying issues are still a problem. Now, the next game, went 10 innings. It was a 6-4 victory, so the Yankees won both games. Excuse me, I'm tired. 6-4 victory. They got 9 hits and 2 walks, so 11 base runners. 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position, left 4 on base. Bellinger had a stolen base, his 11th. Caballero had one, his 40th. He leads the league. He was also caught stealing once. On the pitching side, Cam Schlittler carried a perfect game into the 7th inning. The 7th inning, Cam Schlittler. Wow, just such a great job. He has been really, really good. His ERA for the season since he's been up is 3.22 as a starter. You can't complain about that. That's great. I'm not going to say that he's ready for like the big time or ready for big starts in October. He's just a rookie, but you want to see your rookies performing, give you hope for the future with him, and there's definitely hope that he can be a really good stud pitcher in the future. Weaver came in for an inning and a third and gave up a run, and then Bednar blew the save. He came in for an inning and gave up 2 runs. That tied it at 3. It was 3-3, and we had to go to the 10th inning. Where the Yankees scored 3 in the 10th. That was the big deal there. For the home runs, Grisham had 2, up to 23. He has just been ridiculous this year. Austin Wells had 2 as well, and Stanton had another one. He's up to 15. The 10th, like I said. Oh, real quick. McMahon did play, so he's all right. The 10th inning was the home runs, right? Austin Wells hit a home run off in the 10th inning as well, and so did Stanton. That was the 3 runs that they scored in the 10th. Tampa did score 1 in the 10th. The ghost runner that came in from second. So Devin Williams comes on and gets the save in the 10th inning after the Yankees score 3 in the top of the 10th. 1 inning, but he did give up 2 hits. That ghost runner scored, but doesn't count as an earned run. But he did also strike out the side. The Yankees had 16 strikeouts in this one. Cam Schlittler went 6 2/3 innings, gave up just the 1 hit. Once he gave the hit, he came out. Had 2 walks and 8 Ks. So the star of that game was Schlittler, obviously. So the Yankees come off of 2 straight wins against Tampa. Absolutely needed it, no doubt about it. And here we go. The schedule is going to open up again. We've got Boston for 4 in New York, and then Washington, and then the White Sox. Washington and the White Sox, you got to get fat off of them. You have to. Even though the White Sox is on the road, they're not a good team. And Washington's at home. You gotta win 2 out of 3 in each of those, if not sweep one of them. And like I said with Boston, I will live with a split. I would love to get 3. We'll see what happens. And then after the White Sox, then the schedule is the hardest part of the whole schedule. I think it will. And I said this last time. It will define the season. Houston, Toronto, Detroit, Boston. One after another to start September. That will define the season right there. But we got to get there, and we do have Boston again. Before that, right now, tonight is Yankees Red Sox. That's always fun. It doesn't, I don't think it has the juice it used to, like in the 90s. But all it needs is for both teams to be good and meet in the playoffs or whatever. And as long as that happens, the juice will be there. Because the fans will get into it again. It's just that when lately the last few years or last 15 years really, when the Red Sox are good, the Yankees aren't. When the Yankees are good, the Red Sox aren't, and they haven't both been good at the same time. Boston is overachieving this year, in my opinion, but they've been doing it all year, so that's just who they are now. So they're a good team. They're right there. Thankfully, the Yankees did open up a little bit of a lead in the wild card standings. They have leapfrogged everybody, and they are in the number one position for the wild card right now. And the Red Sox are just a half game behind. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. The 2 games. Why do they do it like this? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Let's just do divisions. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Yankees are a game and a half up on the Red Sox for the wild card, and they're only 4 games back behind Toronto. Toronto has been coming back down to earth a little bit. They're still 6-4 in their last 10, but the Yankees are 8-2, so they picked up a couple games. But yeah, the wild card right now is the Yankees, Boston, and Seattle, and they're all very close to each other. So a 3 out of 4 for one of these teams this weekend, or a sweep this weekend, will really put a dent and change up that wild card situation real quick. And the pitching matchup tonight, while we're here, Luis Gil against Giolito. Giolito's been up and down, but I think it was last time, he was definitely way more up than down. And Luis Gil has kind of been easing into his role as he's come back off of the IL. But his last time out was pretty good too. So pretty nice pitching matchup. Really good matchup in terms of the opponent. So let's go Yankees. Let's see what happens this weekend. I'll be back with the recap of the series either on Sunday or Monday. Until then, I will see you later.